Hey, we're on our way to the RFK National Historic Site.
Not the
And look,
JFK.
JFK, sorry, not RFK, JFK.
Make way for ducklings, even though those are goslings.
Those are goslings. We are at the JFK National Historic Site. Look who they got out front. So this is the house that JFK was born in. We just listened to the little thing, but after he was shot, his mom came back and Rose Kennedy bought it back because they moved to multiple different houses and then refurbished it all from memory to how it was from 1917 when they lived here. And then they handed it over in 1969. This is the dining room area. Michelle. Even the sun
It looked
says
like this.
she wants to touch it, and she wants to touch
so
the fuzzy
the
one.
darker was smooth.
Oh, here
and
she
then
goes.
the-
Here she goes.
The floral pattern was
like velvet.
So they're going upstairs, but this is the room to the right. So this is the living room. He said that all the clocks are set to 3 p.m. in the house because that's what time JFK was born. And then that piano was a gift to Rose from her uncles on their wedding day. And this was also one of the first houses to have electrical lighting. This is upstairs and to the right. This is the room that he was born in. They did have separate beds, he said, and JFK would have been born on the bed furthest away from me. And right here is thy bathroom. Toilet, sink, bathtub. So again, there's the staircase, and right off to the left would have been the nursery area. So Joe and Jack would have been in here. Joe would have been on that bed, and this is the actual bassinet that John F. Kennedy would have been in. This is a card that Rose kept on John F. Kennedy, Jack. It has these different weights and things like that, but it also had, he was sick, he had Addison's disease, which is, anyway, I won't explain it here. But this is all the different things that he had in the different years. So he was born in 1917, so this is about 11, like the ones at the bottom. So there's the nursery, and then on the wall, you got this. Oh man, I got the reflection. Hold on, let's go this way. Okay, now we can see it. So this is Joe Sr., so the dad, he's in here, the top middle, and this is his school, his high school baseball team at the Boston Latin School, which is where we were yesterday, I guess it was, with Ben Franklin, and we showed the statues out in front. And then this is when he was on the parochial, so that would be the equivalent of like junior high. I'm trying to get non-reflection. Okay, we can't kind of see it, but that's okay. And if we go from that into the next room, this was the guest room, which would later be Joe and Jack's room here. But it was set up, and then this is like a little study office, and so that door, which I thought was a closet when I looked in the main bedroom, comes into here. And then they had upstairs, which at the time when they lived here was the servants, like the live-in servants. He said the name of the people, but they lived up there, but now it's the park ranger office, and if you go way up there, there's some books and stuff that you can see.
This is like wrestling.
This was the kitchen, so they had a soapstone sink, they had a coal and gas
We always
stove.
ate Boston baked beans on Saturday night.
This is Rose's
Warmed
voice that
over
she
for
recorded.
Sunday morning breakfast. They were perfect.
There's the
As you
kitchen,
leave by the
and
back
here
door,
is the
imagine would be the
refrigerator.
laughter of these children as they played in the warm spring sun. A built snowman.
that's the ice.
I would look out the
handle.
window occasionally to see that all went well.
What's that?
I hope you have a
So here's the back door. It wasn't a hot tub, it's an elevator because of the thing that they latched up. Downstairs is the visitor center. So we can go down into the visitor center, which is where we're going to next. Lee is leading the way. Oh, look at all this stuff down here in the visitor center. Park ranger hats, all kinds of goodies. After he got shot,
anyway,
they came
we
back here,
We were told to
and
stand on the curb.
November
Of
25th,
course, we all
this
stepped
is
off
all
and
the
reached
people
out
that
our
gathered
hand like that.
outside here
Here came the motorcycle
in the
truck.
front
And I mean,
area.
he didn't care if he ran you.
So again, this is the front. They put this plaque up as well here. As I was showing on that last, you can see it on that picture, is this whole street was lined up with people. So I'm right in the middle of the road, but look, all the trees lined. I don't know how old these trees are. Who knows, maybe as old as these houses. Again, house was built in 1914, but pretty cool view. In the city, but welcome to historic Harvard Square. Since 1630.
Are we going to Burger Place or Harvard University?
Harvard University. We're going to some food place right here. I have no idea. Mr. Jason and Mommy have a clue where we're going. I'm just walking. The historic. Oh my gosh, that outfit is just unbelievable. Just amazing.
What the heck is that?
That's a steeple over there.
Oh, for a church.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna explore the area. There's Harvard, and right across we're going to Bartley's Gourmet Burgers. Harvard landmark since 1960. Okay, here we are on the inside of Bartley's. Grill over there. I got all kinds of iconic pictures and stuff up on the wall. Moosehead, Michelle sticking out her tongue. But look, they got all the. Michelle's so worried about her car. But look, they got all the different burgers named by celebrities. Pause the video if you want, read them. I think I'm gonna go with the old Benson Boone. No, I'm not going with the Benson Boone. I'm going with the iPhone. That's what I think I'm gonna go with. According to the Wall Street Journal, they are one of the best burgers in the U.S. Yeah. Sweet potato fries, that's wraps, which is a milkshake. So here, they were the ones that originated the idea of running beef with the communist hamburger. They're known for their Ricky raspberry limeade. So, the Ricky, which is kind of like a cherry limeade. So I got one. Okay, so the girls got the kids burger. I don't know why you're smiling. Look how big these burgers are. And Grant, what'd you get, Grant? Grant, what'd you get? I just saw that. The what?
Like the Porzingis.
Look at this burger Luke got. Just a small one. What was it? Jason Tatum. Oh, you got the Jason Tatum too over here. Look at that. Look at that big old burger. Leah got the Biltmore, and I got the iPhone. It's got aioli and grilled mushrooms and remember when you remember that one time you asked for a side of ranch and we got not only that mayonnaise, but then they brought out another mayonnaise. I got the traditional burger. He got the he turned it sideways. You got to turn it level so we can see it. He got the Trump burger, or the MAGA burger.
The Trump MAGA.
Trump MAGA burger. That one, the deluxe egg. Right here. And what do you get? The what? The masshole. The masshole. Gotcha. That is massive. All right, so Bartley's where we ate. It's right next to the Harvard bookstore. Right here, right across the street from Harvard, the Harvard Yard. Okay, here we are. Enter to grow in wisdom.
Here, we're
Dexter Gate, erected in 1901. You gotta go back. Go back and get it, Luke. Go back and get the picture. She wants a picture. You don't want to do it. Oh, look, Harvard bookstore right across here. Depart to serve better thy country and thy kind. I do like that. That's nice. So we walked in. And you'll notice all the buildings, look at the columns there, they'll have a certain architectural structure. Thought this was a neat one. I'm really upset with you and what you put. We're in Harvard and what you do is you just write, Ann was here. Just kidding, somebody found it. Doesn't say Annabelle.
It says Ann. You know Ann.
I know Ann, I know, me and Ann go way back.
Uh-huh.
All right, I didn't even go up there. I guess we can go. Here's what it looks like up the steps. Nicely manicured lawns in the yard. This is the central area where Jason and them are. We're going down there. 19,218 students is what he said. Don't do that. You're gonna like fall off and hit your head. All right, here we are. They're walking up there, but here's the big steps. The Harry Elkins Widener Memorial Library, right here. Very cool. So where I was, so this is more the central area of the yard. Look around, there's Grant and the rest of the crew way over there, putting up some type of tent and all over here. And this building over here, I like the arches on the entrance over there. You can't see it because of the tree. So we're down here where they were. Look at the columns on this place over here. Big old columns. And then you got another section of yard over here. Across, I'll get in the shadow so it's easier to see. Across over there. Then when you come around here, got the statue over here. Ooh, big American flag, that's cool. I bet Jason will get this shot. See the big American flag? That is a statue of John Harvard right there. Yeah, but from the side with the American flag with the ocean. It's getting cold. Gotta get up with that guy not there. So look, you look right here. Hold on just a second. Sitting very slouched. She's got horrible posture. Oh, there's the other. Hey, who's this guy way over here? In the statue.
It might be John Harvard.
Yeah, that might be a John Harvard statue again. That's somebody through the gate over there. Statue. We should go over there. Okay, here was the gate that I was filming earlier, and out of it was this statue of Sumner. Don't know anything about Sumner, but he was a very well distinguished man, as you can tell. So here is the gate, and then this is the second building ever made, it said, and it said it was in a fire. There's a little thing over here on that I read earlier. It was in a fire in 1764, and then they rebuilt it from 64 to 66. But originally it was there from 1672 to 1677. Kids walk down there, but look, we found the shortcut Salem Maritime National Historic Site entrance right through here. We are walking through here, folks. Look at that. That building is kind of leaning. In the song Wagon Wheel by Darius Rucker, it talks about a bouquet of dogwood flowers, and that's what we have here, folks. Aren't those beautiful? They smell great too. And as we walk to the sea, not only do we walk past this dogwood, but look at this nice little garden over here that people have with the benches around it so you can enjoy it with the trees. I don't know if that's some type of fruit tree or not. I hear them arguing over there somewhere. Maybe not, maybe just people talking, but right through here is the ocean. The Salem Custom House place. We are here, we're on the backside, we gotta go out there. This is the first national historic site. This is called Derby Wharf. See how it goes way out there? So in 2024, this was in January 2024, they had a big nor'easter, and it was like covered, completely flooded out. This is 2018, and then like I said, in 2024, January 2024. So where I was standing is way over here. And you can see it on the video right over there where I was just filming last. So look how all that was filled in with water. That was a big flood from a nor'easter. Check out this small bungalow. It's called the Brook House Home, a residence for women, established in 1861. Look at this porch back here. But this is right across the street from Derby Wharf. But we're gonna go to this one. So up there they had this picture behind that like eagle thing, and up on the roof of the flooding. So we're gonna go into this house because it closes soon. Don't know the name. Here we are. Jason's gonna get a group picture of us. These are some steep steps. Salem Maritime National Historic Site. All right, I'm gonna get a video of Jason getting a picture of all of us. Nope, never mind. The park ranger's gonna get it. This fine young man right here. That wharf, just a little over a year ago, was underwater. All right, here we go. So this is the house, or building I should say, that collected all the taxes from all of the ships. And up until 1910, that was where 90% of the revenue came from for the country. Nathaniel Hawthorne was the one who was the main one that was here. Whoops, sorry, doing all of that. Look, they had hydrometers back in the day. Used to measure the alcohol content. Liquid such as whiskey and rum was an important tool used by the surveyor.
That's a pretty case.
Really? That's pretty cool. They didn't really change that much. Here is the pen and ink feather. Look, you had this with the diary. This was their final destination in here, where they actually came and paid the moolah. So he said these type of buildings were all up and down the seaboard collecting taxes. Collectors, public office, tax collector. Got the stamps and everything. These were for back in the day, majestic looking buildings. Oh, look at that old ship over there. Okay, look at the scale that they would use to weigh goods. Look, like they'd put the thing on it and weigh it. Look how big this scale was compared to the kids. They had other scales over here that they would use. There, what was this? Gauges here. Look at that. Locks and keys. The key to the city. Okay, gonna head upstairs. These houses are pretty tall. Tall ceilings for the heat. And I don't know what's up there. Maybe we can go explore. Oh, they got another third story. Oh, look at this. This is on the top of the
Looks pretty scary because the
building.
point of it was supposed to be as imposing as possible. They wanted any ship coming into this port to know that the United States meant business.
Look at that eye.
Is that 1819 or 1870?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
That's what
11,
the
12,
buildings
13
are.
stars for the
It
13
was
colonies. This is another room. I was going to show out here. When you look at the glass, notice how it's kind of like bowed. I don't know if it gets on video. You can kind of see that. But anyway, it's hand-blown glass, which is why it looks like that. It's a pretty nice view, though. So Nathaniel Hawthorne wrote the Scarlet Letter. And this place became a tourist attraction after he wrote that. So right out the front. So there's the American flag.
Yeah, there's one more off.
And then you got the collector's private office right here. Look at that. Got the Lincoln in the corner. And then over there on the wall, it says, I can't tell what it says.
Doing nothing wrong yet.
The fireplace though.
Heads up, just over waiting.
Look, so this is where we're on the steps out there, where the guy in the blue is standing. And then you come up those steps, up to these steps, come up in this little room, the collector's private room. This is on the back side over here. So they had the backside stairs. And all these ceilings are like 12 feet tall. Why were they 12 feet tall, Leah? Do you know?
No.
Because they didn't have air conditioning, so the heat would rise, and then they'd have the windows and stuff, so they would keep it cooler. That's why. So hot in here. Life is rough. Hey, Leah, wave. Leah. I'm still filming you. We are leaving the customs house. The one that I filmed earlier, this is a replica. The one that I filmed earlier was the real deal Eagle. But now we're actually walking to the lighthouse that you can't see because of the container. What kind of historic site storage is this? Salem Maritime National Historic Site. Did I mention? Yes, I think I did, the first one. When they redid it, this was one of the last remaining warehouses left. Did you know that, Michelle? It was a Polish bakery, as a matter of fact. Yep, that's what it said on the sign in there. Look at that storage container right behind you in the background. That's a beautiful sight. There's the lighthouse way out there. We're walking to it. It's the kind of square white one, the black top right in the middle of the screen. Hey, look, down there with brand new shoes. Perfect. In the mud with brand new shoes. I got it on video. Okay. But I'm gonna walk along here. They're walking up there on the civilized path. No, me. I'm getting my proprioception in with my footwork over to these jagged, getting foot intrinsic muscle workout on this jagged rocks and uneven surfaces. Tell them about the bunny hop kids. What bunny hop? That was like years ago. They're looking at the video. They found the video. Okay, we found them again. All right, we're gonna go down here. Oh, it just turned it on in time. She jumped down. Look how clear the water is. She wanted to skip a rock. Okay, I gotta get down here so I can see it.
I need to find out. I don't know if I'm not good at skipping.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to zoom out so I can get this.
I need a good rock.
Needs a good rock.
Let me just try this.
Okay, let's see if she gets it. All right. Nope, that one. Oh, that was what I thought that would splash way out there. I was like, that's the boys doing stuff.
I know. I need to find a good
You gotta get a flat one, girl. There's one right here. There's a dry one right there. Look, see it right in front of the rock? Look, right there, that, yeah. Turn it upside down, that's flat. Oh, maybe not. Okay, throw it low and flat. Here we go, I got it on video, let's go. You're throwing it too close to you. All right, we're gonna be here. Oh my God, yes, this is awful. We're gonna laugh at this later on. Okay, pause it. Okay, throw it low and throw it out there further. There you go, two skips. All right, got 2 skips. So again, look at this. All right, so we're probably, I don't know, 8 feet up or something like that. So I got shown you on the, and then it came over this too. So that's another 2-ish feet. So this water was up like 10 feet in that nor'easter that I showed you on the video earlier. It's quite impressive amount of force with nature. Okay, from here it went to Staples in the construction of the rocks, that's what we call it. It went to the wooden deck, or the wood dock, the posts. Wonder why I had to change the pace, because then it goes back to rocks down there unless this guy busted out or something. So I came over the other side looking at the wooden deck and I was like, oh look, there's a shore here. How do they pull these ships up here? So we're gonna go look down here at the end. Yeah, because it's still pretty shallow right there too. See the rocks. Used to unload stuff here, I presume. So where do the ships actually pull up? Because that's still pretty shallow there. Go back. Okay. Gotcha. So we took it out further over here. They didn't put the staples on this side. Hey, they forgot the staples on this side. Here's the lighthouse. I don't know when it was built, but we're gonna go see. Derby Wharf Light Station, 1871. Here she is, as I step off the concrete. All in one shot right there. I think that's the shortest lighthouse I've seen. From this view, we're in the shadow. Needs to be painted. Right there. Here's the condos. There's a house way up there at the end that we were at. You can see the eagle on top. The menacing looking eagle looking towards the arrow, saying, hey, we're ready for war if you're gonna try to screw us over. All right, let's see yep, still relatively shallow here too, but this is not where they docked up. So silt got in, which is why it stopped being used in the 1800s over time. Here we are. Annabelle, do you know what this thing is for right here? This is for when people are walking and they don't see it and they trip over it and fall in the water. That's what that's for right there. Oh, wind has picked up so much that literally about lost my hat. Oh, there they are. They're over there. Oh, by the way, hey, we gotta turn this around till I did. Luke said I couldn't throw it to the white and red buoy. See the yellow buoy and the white and red one past it? Threw it past it. Granted, just a little bit past it, not as proceeded, but still, not too shabby for a 45-year-old. Rebecca, no, don't jump! Oh my gosh, what'd you do? Ah! So dramatic. Hollywood style videography. Not really. She just got one that was like 6, 7, 8 skips.
6, 7.
Jump down. Good acting, good acting, good acting. We are now in the downtown Salem area. Over here is the Derby where we're gonna eat. All right, we all got time for fish and chips, mac and cheese, and potato. You carved it up. Got some fish tacos. Michelle got biscuits.
These are biscuits and
I got pork belly tacos. What's up? Caesar salad. Got another Caesar salad. Look at Luke. He was good. He got the salmon. Grant got some tacos. Grant, what type of tacos did you get? He don't even know. Mac and cheese with bacon down there for I dig into my fat. Oh, the night watchman over there. He's got the lantern and all. Oh, he's being sneaky. Hey, Annabelle, you remember that one time when we were gonna do a lot of walking one day, and you went ahead and wore sandals, had no socks, not proper footwear, and what'd you get on your foot?
a blister.
Yeah, you remember that? And then we were gonna go on a walking tour tonight of the Salem Witch Tour, and you had a blister. And so what did Daddy do?
He gave me a piggyback to the car so I can get my
A long way parked away. And now what do we have?
my shoes.
Shoes. And how much better do they feel?
So much better.
I thought you said way better. All right, we're gonna go back to find the rest of our crew and go on that tour. We're not supposed to take video on this tour, but here is the Bewitched statue. Oh, you can't see, it's getting dark. This is called the Witch House. It is the last remaining house that actually existed during the Salem witch trials. So the judge that oversaw the trials, he actually lived there. Hard to see, but this is the Ropes Mansion. It was built in 1720, she said. Designed by a famous architecture, McIntyre, with a lot of these mansions here. And they said in the 1770s to 1820s, Salem had more millionaires because of its maritime trade than any area else in the country. That was an interesting stat, and that was to the Derby Wharf. So we're going down to these other huge mansions, which unfortunately it's dark and it's hard to see.